magliliwanag ang ating kinabukasan. Dance Radio, silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid namin makabagong paraan ang pagtuturo. Kahit saan at kahit kailan, hindi ka iiwanan, hatid namin bagong kaalaman. Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. That's Radio. Learning is amazing.
Ito ang 106.3 Dance Radio. Dance Radio.
Prepare yourself.
Ang silid-aralan sa radyo, hatid din ay matabang paraan ng pagtuturo at kalaman, mapaumaga, tanghali o hapon. Ang istasyon nagbibigay informasyon kahit sa ngayon.
Alright, here we go.
106.3 Dance Radio. From Aurora National High School, Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela.
Yes.
106.3 DWBR-FM. Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Deliver knowledge inside your home to 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education and reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 DWBR-FM.
Good morning, everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Today is another fantastic day. Another chance for everyone to learn something new. To our officer in charge, the Chief Education Supervisor of SDO, Isabela, Sir Rodrigo V. Pasqua. Good morning, sir. To our Assistant Principal, Ma'am Ruby Guillermo. Hello also to our supportive head teachers out there, especially to Ma'am Ophelia Ezra Lutin. Good morning po sa inyong lahat. And to all teachers and staff of Doña Aurora National High School, especially to the supported teachers of the English learning area. To the parents, dear students, and to all our avid listeners and viewers here and abroad, most especially to our grade 8 learners. Special mention to my class, 8 Lavender. I'm teacher Dennis Mendoza, and with me are other grade 8 English teachers, Ma'am Jonah A. Buduan, Ma'am Catherine S. Ordinario, and Ma'am Leslie Ann Ramos. Good morning, mga ma'am.
Morning, sir. Okay, good morning.
Hello.
I am Teacher Leslie Ann. Good morning to my grade 8 Purple, Cyan, and Aquamarine. I hope you are ready to engage with our new activities today. Ma'am
Jonah?
Hello everyone, especially to my 8 Aristotle and 8 Copernicus. We hope that you will enjoy our discussion for today. Have with you your learning modules, pen and notebook for taking down notes on the key points of our lesson for today.
Yes.
So excited.
Hello to our listeners. I am Teacher Catherine Ordinario. I would also like to greet my advisory class 8 Beige and my other classes 8 Burgundy and 8 Crimson. Please stay with us till the last minute of this segment. Back to you, Sir Dennis.
Yes, thank you so much, dear teachers. Again, today is yet another amazing day of learning. And we are thrilled to be here with you for the last lesson of quarter 1. Okay? And for today's lesson, we shall be focusing on expressing emotional responses using a range of verbs, adjective, and adverbs. And dear learners, you are expected to listen to the following, and also you are expected to what? Meron ba tayong ano yung...
Basahin mo na lang.
Okay, we're going to read the expectation. Okay, learners, you are expected to identify. First, you are expected to identify the appropriate verbs, adjectives, and adverbs used in conveying emotions and opinions for persuasion. Number 2, use appropriate verbs, adjectives, and adverbs in expressing emotions and opinions for persuasion. And number 3, appreciate the importance of conveying emotional response or reaction to an issue for persuasion. Ma'am Leslie?
Okay, for those who are following us via our FB live stream, don't forget to comment in your chat box #express. Again, #express. And may we also encourage all those who are with us today to please share this live streaming so many learners and listeners will benefit to learn something from our simple discussion today. So click and share.
Okay, so thank you for sharing. And before we proceed with the discussion of today's lesson, let us have a quick review of our Week 3 lesson. So your module for Week 3 is titled Using Transition Signals. And for us to determine if you really understood your lesson, I want you to answer this short activity. All you have to do is to key in your answers or comment them in the chat box. Again, you may key in your answers in our chat box. The format is you have to type the item number and your answer. So let's start. Choose the correct transition word for the given sentence. Identify the type of transition signal used. Number 1. Even though, also, I am allergic to sunlight, my friends and I still went to the beach to sunbathe. Okay, what is the correct transition word for this sentence? Comment down below and let us read your answers. Number 1, even though, also, I am allergic to sunlight, my friends and I still went to the beach to sunbathe.
Okay, Sarika Langkita answered even though. Aris Flores, even though. Nora Rosete, even.
Okay, the correct answer is even though. And what type of transition signal is used? This is contrast. Okay, even though I am allergic to sunlight. Kahit allergic siya sa sunlight, pumunta pa rin siya sa beach.
Nagsunbath.
Okay, so contrast. Next, number 2. I did not hear the phone ringing because the sound of the television was in full blast. Again, number 2. I did not hear the phone ringing because the sound of the television was in full blast. Okay.
Okay, Zarika Langkita answered because. Man Rosete also answered because.
Gerson.
Yeah.
Because
Corinne.
Yeah,
Corinne
Maria
Gale.
Adelpha Agonoy. Ay ba ito sinasagot niya?
Isabel.
Okay,
Yes.
Christine Agustin because.
So the correct answer is because. And since we use the transition signal because, it signifies cause and effect. Okay? Next, the third one, the last one. There are many things one can do at home to be productive. For example, to sum it up, one can listen to music while doing household chores, do gardening, read books, watch TV shows, and the like. Again, number 3, there are many things one can do at home to be productive. For example, to sum it up, one can listen to music while doing household chores, do gardening, read books, watch TV shows, and the like.
May sagot na.
Okay, si ano ulit?
Zarika.
Zarika,
For example,
Bettina
Zarika.
Rivera, Corinne, Ayesha, for example. Yes, that is the correct answer. For example. And the transition signal used is example. Okay?
Yan, okay, wow! Congratulations, dear learners! Your answer shows that you really understood our week 3 lesson. Ang galing-galing naman! Yan. So we hope that you're going to stay with us until the end of this segment. Yes? 11, 12. Yeah. Okay. Get your learning module and your writing materials. And now, here is our RBI lesson for today. Enjoy listening.
Dance Radio, siniparalan sa radyo. Atid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad, Dance Radio. Learning is amazing.
Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal. With capable teachers whose heart and souls are defined. Deliver knowledge inside your home through radio. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, a community FM radio station of Doña Aurora National High School located at Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education. With the use of radio-based instructions, we are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education through distance learning approach. With subjects like English, Science, Math, Filipino, Araling Palipunan, PLE, MAPE, and ESP. The WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio is now ready to serve you right inside your home. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, your school on the air. And now, here is your program host of the day.
Inspiration comes from within yourself. One has to be positive. When you're positive, good things happen. That is a quote from Deep Roy. Something for you to think about, something for you to ponder on this bright, beautiful morning.
It's a wonderful day, walking with Jesus every step of the way. He's got a blessing waiting for you today. It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's a wonderful day.
Good morning, our dear listeners, especially the grade 8 learners. We are glad to be with you again. Yahoo! This is your school on the air and it's English time.
It's English time.
Make it a habit to tune in here in our station 106.3 FM Dance Radio.
Dance Radio.
I am your host for today, Teacher Catherine S. Ordinario. Be sure that all your learning materials are within your reach. Let us check them. English Quarter 1 Module 5, pen, paper, and a notebook for you to write important points about our lesson and reminders about the subject. If you have any question about our lesson, you can send it at 0955 6255 432. I repeat, 0955 6255 432. Or you send it through the email address or messenger of your teacher. Do you still remember our lesson last week? You are correct! You learned about transition signals to achieve coherence. Let us refresh your knowledge about them through the activity that you can find on page 2 of your module. Let us have a game with What's That Word activity. Yahoo! Are you ready? The direction says you should arrange the letters to form the transition signal that fits each sentence. Let us answer number 1. Technology helps connect people. Blank, we must use it responsibly. You are correct! Wow! The answer is however. Next, we have number 2. Staying at home prevents us from getting and spreading the virus. Blank, it gives us more quality time with our family. Fantastic answer! Also is the right answer. Next is number 3. We have an important role to stop the health crisis. Blank, we must obey the health and security measures set by the government. Therefore, well, that is correct. Number 4. We must eat nutritious food and do exercise. Blank, our bodies can fight against diseases. Good choice! Yahoo! So that is the correct answer. Number 5. Young people could make use of their time by doing activities while staying indoors. Blank, making crafts and doing household chores. Terrific! Wow! Such as is the correct transition word. Have you observed that the sentences also express feelings and ideas? So, aside from transition signals, there are also words that can be used to express your feelings and ideas. To help you respond and express your opinions and reactions on issues, here is your radio teacher, Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another fun-filled session of English lesson. The most essential learning competency covered in this module is the use of the range of verbs, adjectives, and adverbs to convey emotional response or reactions to an issue to persuade. This lesson is divided into 3. Lesson 1 is using verbs to express emotional responses. Lesson 2 is using adjectives to express emotional responses. And lesson 3 is entitled Using Adverbs to Express Emotional Responses. At the end of this lesson, you must be able to identify and use appropriate verbs, adjectives, and adverbs used in conveying emotions and opinions for persuasion. Let us tackle lesson 1. As a preliminary activity, you will do a self-reflection on how you respond to different situations. Write your answers in your English notebook. Analyze the pictures found on page 5 of your module. Write the words I must if you need to do the activity, or I must not if you don't. Your answers here may vary. It depends on how you respond to situations given. If you have noticed, the words must or must not are used in the activity to show your varied responses or reactions. Read the dialogue between Noel and Nanay. Take note of the underlined words. Let us recite them one by one. Want, think, am, are, must, is, disagree, should, and could. These words are called verbs. They are used to highlight emotions and opinions. Verbs are classified as follows. Letter A is linking verbs. Linking verb links or connects the subject to its predicate. The predicate states or tells information about the subject, which could be an emotion or a description. Example of linking verbs are am, is, was, were, appreciate, believe, feel, know, love, seem, think, deny, doubt, dislike, disagree, and want. Study the sample sentences taken from the dialogue. Sentence number 1. I am afraid that you will get sick. Besides that, we are still under ECQ. In the first sentence, the verb am is used to tell that the speaker is afraid of the possibility of the person getting sick. Stating a feeling helps in persuading someone. Sentence number 2. Unfortunately, with this pandemic, I think you better stay home. The verb think is used to state the strong belief of the speaker towards an existing fact. Stating a belief with a strong point is a way of convincing someone. Number 3 sentence. No, Noel, I strongly disagree. You should follow what I tell you. The verb disagree states the stand of the speaker. Emphasizing a stand is a good way in influencing someone to agree with your ideas. Number 4 sentence. Nanay, I want to go outside. I already missed playing with my friends. The verb want states the desire of the speaker to go outside. Expressing a desire is a way to tell someone what you would like to happen. Letter B is modals. These are verbs that express suggestion or recommendation, which is an effective way to convince or persuade. Study the table on pages 4 and 5. The table shows functions and examples of modals. Take note that the modals are arranged from weakest to the strongest in terms of expressing a suggestion or recommendation. In the first column are the modals. In the second column are the functions, And on the third column are the examples. The modal could is used to give a suggestion which a person may or may not follow. Example, I suggest you play with your brother and sister, or you could join me pray for your tatay's safety. The modal could is used to give a suggestion that the person could join the speaker in praying. The modal should is used to give suggestion, but more insistent than the modal could. Example, No, Noel, I strongly disagree. You should follow what I tell you. The modal should is used to suggest that the person needs to follow what the speaker tells. The modal ought to is used to formally give an advice or a recommendation, usually coming from an expert. Example, the Department of Health or DOH recommends that people ought to stay at home so that they will not get sick. The modal ought to is used to formally suggest that staying at home is important. The modal had better is used to give a recommendation or presenting the possible negative consequence if the advice is not followed. Example, during the enhanced community quarantine or ECQ, you had better wear your face mask in public places or the police will arrest you. The modal had better is used since the possible consequence, the police will arrest you, is presented to serve as a warning. The modal must is used to show a strong obligation that needs to be followed. Example, the government must control the people's movement in public to stop the spread of the virus. The modal must is used to express the strong obligation of the government in taking action against the spread of the virus. Study also the persuasive paragraph written inside the box. The sentences in the paragraph use linking verbs and modals to show emotions and opinions. Don't go away, I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome to Spelling Bee Elimination Round. We spell the word Pharaoh.
Pharaoh. P-H-A-R-O.
In doubt about the correct spelling of confusing words, be diligent in learning spelling rules to improve your English writing skills. A friendly reminder from the English Department, Doña Aurora National High School, and this station.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am. I have just finished accomplishing the task found in my module. How can I send you my outputs for checking and feedbacking?
Oh, that's a nice question. There are actually 3 ways for a student like you to submit your outputs. 1. It could be via online. That is, if you are capable to connect online. You can just upload your outputs in your Google Classroom, or you can take pictures and send them through your group chat or messenger account.
Ma'am, how about if we do not have internet connection?
If you do not have internet connection, you can submit your accomplished tasks in two ways. 1. You can ask your parents to submit your outputs in the designated drop-off center. 2. You can save your outputs if you have available flash drive, CD, or DVD at home and submit it in the designated drop-off center in your respective barangay.
Wow! It's nice to know that there are varied ways on how we can submit our accomplished task.
Always remember, for submission of outputs, you can do it via online, offline, or physical submission. Because at Dance, we make amazing things possible.
I know that you have learned how to use verbs to express your opinions to certain issues. To deepen your knowledge about verbs, read and do what is asked in the activities given. Get your pen and check the activities that you need to accomplish. Are you ready? On page 5, please answer the activity 1. Classify verbs. You need to copy and fill out the graphic organizer with the correct examples of the different types of verbs used to express emotions and opinions. On page 6, answer assessment 1. Pick the verbs. For items 1 and 2, pick out the linking verbs in each item, and for items 3 to 5, pick out the modal verbs. For activity 2, you need to search for words. Look for the given words in the grid and circle them. Find the words in all directions, including diagonal and backward. The given words are written on the right side of the grid. Still on page 6, check assessment number 2, fit them right. In this activity, you need to complete the given statements by providing appropriate verbs. The verbs are listed in a box on page 7. Check activity 3. What's the verb? Complete the sentences by providing the missing letters of the verbs. It is very easy, right? Now, let us have assessment number 3. Provide the verb in this activity. You need to complete the idea of the paragraph by providing the appropriate verbs. You need also to write your takeaways from this lesson. Follow the format found on page 7. For your last activity, you are asked to read a text. Convince a friend on the importance of hand washing based on the concepts given in the text. Use different verbs in writing your stand. Also, a rubric is given as your guide in writing. Answer these activities after the broadcast. You have all the time to think of your answers. Let us have a break. Lesson 2 will come your way after these reminders. Stay connected.
Let us widen your vocabulary. You spell the word Pharaoh. Pharaoh is a term pertains to the ruler of ancient Egypt.
Pharaoh. P H A R A O H. Pharaoh.
Use it in a sentence.
Use it.
Use it.
All three Giza's famed pyramids and their elaborate burial complexes were built during a frenetic period of construction, from roughly 2550 to 2490 BC. The pyramids were built by Pharaoh Khufu, the tallest, Cathay, background, and Menkaure, front.
This vocabulary development is brought to you by English Learning Area of Doña Aurora National High School and this station.
Let us tackle lesson number 2, which is about using adjectives to express emotional responses. In this lesson, you will do another self-check on how you react and respond to different situations through an activity. We will read each statement and indicate how you feel about them by choosing an emoticon inside the box. Number 1. I feel sad that some people waste their time on social media. Your answer? Emoticon number 5 is correct. Number 2. Parents feel happy when they bond with their children. Your answer? Emoticon number 4 is correct. Number 3. Reading books is better than playing mobile games. The answer for this particular item depends on how you feel about it. The underlined words are called adjectives. Previously, you have learned that adjectives describe nouns and pronouns. This time, you will learn a set of adjectives that helps tell your emotion on a certain issue. Study the table of adjectives that are used to show positive and negative emotions. Then analyze how these adjectives are used in the sentences to convey emotions. Number 1 sentence. As your friend, I will be delighted if you share your problems to me. In this sentence, the word delighted describes the positive feeling of the person about being able to listen to his or her friend. Number 2 sentence. Some teenagers are regretful that they were not able to spend time with their friends before the enhanced community quarantine or ECQ. The word regretful emphasizes the teenager's negative emotion on not being able to listen to his or her friends' problems before the ECQ. Let us tackle the adjectives used in the paragraph found on page 10 of the module. In the first sentence, the adjectives best and worst are used to describe the positive and negative circumstances that a person could experience in a day. In the third sentence, the word embarrassed is used to describe the feelings of young people towards sharing their thoughts to their parents. In the fourth sentence, the word guilty is used to describe the feelings of parents in being too busy at work even when at home. In the last sentence, the words better and stronger are used to motivate the reader to create a bond with their parents rather than spending time with technology. To deepen your understanding about the lesson, accomplish the varied activities prepared for you. Let's answer Activity 1. Fill the pics. In this activity, 5 adjectives are listed as your choices. Choose the adjective that fits each picture. First picture fits with the adjective thankful. That's the correct answer. Yahoo! Second picture fits the adjective helpful. Your answer is right. Third picture fits with the adjective excited. Sorry, your answer is wrong. It should be scared. Excited fits with the fourth picture. Of course, fifth picture matches with unsure. Did you enjoy Activity 1? Let's have more fun! Yahoo! Here is assessment number 1. You need to select the appropriate adjective under column B that will complete the sentences under column A. Number 1. You have to be blank to your parents. Obedient is the perfect choice. Number 2. A blank immune system is necessary to fight viruses. Strong is the best choice. Number 3. My parents make me blank to do my best in studies. Inspired will precisely complete the sentence. Number 4. Young people get blank easily. The correct choice is scared. Number 5. A real friend cannot afford to say blank words to his or her friend. Insulting is the appropriate choice. The following activities will be an assignment. Please get your pen and check them. On page 12, answer Activity 2. What my heart tells. Here you have to write examples of adjectives in your notebook to express your feelings toward the topic family. Next, check activity number 3. Sort the adjectives. You need to copy the table and put the adjectives given in the correct column. Still on page 12, check assessment number 3. Caption the pic. The picture shows a family, but they are not talking to each other, for they are focusing on their phones. Express what you feel about the picture in 2 to 3 sentences using adjectives. Write your answer in your English notebook. After going through the discussion and series of activities, check your realizations and what you have learned from the lesson. Follow the instruction on page 13 of your module. For the last activity, apply your skills in using adjectives to convey your reactions by writing a journal. Follow the instructions and be guided by the rubrics found on page 14 of your module. We tackled lessons 1 and 2 under the topic Emotional Responses using a range of verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. I am sure that through the varied activities that you will be accomplishing, you can master the skill of expressing your emotional responses to different situations using a range of verbs and adjectives. Lesson 3. Under this topic will be discussed next meeting here on 106.3 Dance Radio, where learning is amazing. This is your radio teacher, Nina Jenny C. Guillermo, saying bye for now. Till next time. Back to our host, Teacher Cathy.
Thank you, Teacher Nina. Keep in mind, dear students, your outputs will be collected on Friday for checking. Please pass them on time in the designated area or through online. I would like to acknowledge our production team, our radio teacher, Teacher Nina Jenny C. Guillermo, our script writers, Teachers Susana B. Dumon and Leslie Ann S. Ramos, and our technical specialist, Teacher Michael John Tumulak. Yahoo! Our team would like to express our deep appreciation for your desire to address your English language needs as grade 8 learners. Remember, dear learners, please continue to work on your modules at your most convenient time. Please help save lives. Observe health protocol at all times. This has been your host, Teacher Catherine S. Ordinario, now signing off.
Facts and information. Today's learning for new normal. With capable teachers whose heart and souls are defined. Deliver knowledge inside your home through radio. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, a community FM radio station of Doña Aurora National High School located at Santa Rita, Aurora, Isabela. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education. With the use of radio-based instructions, we are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education through distance learning approach. With subjects like English, Science, Math, Filipino, Araling Palipunan, TLE, MAPE, and ESP. The WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio is now ready to serve you right inside your home. This is the WDR-FM 106.3 Dance Radio, your school on the air.
Dance Radio, siniparalan sa radyo, hatid namin makabago, paraan ang pagtuturo.
Wala nang makakapigil pa. Sulong Arangkada 106.3 Dance Radio sa Aurora, Isabela.
Edukasyo'y susulong, basta na magtulong-tulong, sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is amazing.
Alright, you have just heard our RBI fourth lesson for quarter 1, which is expressing emotional responses using a range of verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. So let us start first in answering this motive question before we move on to discussing the verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Okay, so our motive question for today is, why is it important to express our emotions or opinions in an effective and proper way? So since this is a why question, we will give you time to think. Okay, so why is it important to express our emotions and opinions in an effective and proper way. Comment down below your answer. So while waiting, may I ask Ma'am Cathy, bakit nga ba kailangan na ma-express natin yung emotion or opinion natin in an effective and proper way?
Okay, so Ma'am Jonah, I think expressing our emotions or opinions in an effective and proper way help us build better relationships with other people around us. Diba? Pag na-express natin ng maayos at mabuti yung ating nararamdaman. Yan.
I do agree to what you said, Ma'am Cathy. Kasi 'di ba kapag na-express natin ng mabuti at properly yung emotion natin, yung response na nare-receive natin is proper din. Okay?
Yes.
So na-avoid natin yung contention or your fighting or misunderstanding kapag properly natin na na-express yung emotion natin. Okay, so mayroon na bang sumagot sa ating mga anak? Ng kanilang point of view naman patungkol sa tanong na ito, bakit importante? O halimbawa kayo, kapag nakipag-usap kayo sa mga magulang nyo, mga anak, bakit mahalaga na sabihin sa mga magulang ng mabuti at wasto yung emotion ninyo?
Pati rin sa pag-approach sa teachers nila, di ba ma'am? So,
Ay,
kailangan
correct.
talaga in a proper way, tapos effective siya para mas maintindihan yung communication or yung opinion na ine-express mo. Di ba ma'am?
Correct. Para hindi naman masaktan si teacher or magalit si teacher kapag na-misunderstand niya yung sinabi mo.
And then, syempre,
Or-
tayo din na teachers.
Yes, same with this, tayo as teachers, sa bata, yung pakikitungo din natin. Baka mamay ma-misinterpret, so dapat in a proper way din yung pagsabi natin ng sa loobin natin.
Feedback.
Yes, or
Oo,
feedback.
especially kapag
Ganun.
nag-feedback tayo sa mga outputs nila.
Sarika Langkita, no? May sagot na po siya. Ayon kay Sarika, expressing feelings can help you to feel better about yourself and the situation. It can feel awkward at first, but the more you talk about feelings, the easier it will get.
Yes.
Tama.
Totoo yan.
Thank you, Sarika.
Okay. And to avoid conflict, no? Tsaka misunderstanding. Para healthy relationship talaga with other people.
Dapat maintindihan ng mga bata ito, ma'am, na hindi masamang mag-express ng kanilang mga opinion.
Yes, sir.
Pero ang sinasabi natin dito, in effective and appropriate way. Yun yung word na yun eh. Effective and appropriate way. Kasi kapag kahit na tama ka, ang opinion mo ay tama, pero mali yung pagkakasabi mo, nagiging mali yun.
Yes, sir. Tama.
Ayesha Derada, emotional awareness help us know what we need and want or don't want. It helped us build better relationships. That's because being aware of our emotions can help us talk about feelings more clearly, avoid or resolve conflicts better, and move past difficult feelings more easily.
Yes, and also from Aaron Kurt de Vera, to help people understand your feelings for other people to understand you better.
Yes. Daniel Clyde Castillo, it is always important to express our opinion because everyone has a different opinion of their own. And that's yours is going to have to be heard from the person or group you've been asked your opinion to. Again ha mga anak, walang masama magbigay ng opinion. But again, it must be in effective and appropriate way.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Ang gaganda ng mga sagot ng ating mga
Bumaba ka ng sagot.
Correct. Meron pa isang last kay Gerson Marinay. Expressing your ideas positively assures the people you are communicating with that you are in control of everything.
Sabi niya, expressing your ideas positively naman, sabi niya.
Positively naman, oo.
Ina-assure nito na yung mga tao daw na pinagsasabihan mo ay yun lang, that you are in control of everything. Ano yung idea mo doon, Ma'am, Ma'am Jonah?
Yung parang sa thoughts ng mga habang nakikinig ako sa mga sagot, yung isang salita lang yung na pumasok sa isipan ko that when we are expressing your emotion, we have to build something. The word build.
Yes.
Okay. If you express yourself positively, then you are building something positive. But if you express yourself in a negative way, but in a proper way, somehow you are building something for a change. Parang ganon. Okay. So, I like all the answer.
Yes.
Okay, now, when we're expressing our emotions, mga anak, part of our speech, we use verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. So, hindi yung nawawala sa ating conversation. So, we will have to discuss first, what is verb? So, verb are words that describe actions, whether physical or mental. Different verbs that you can use to communicate your emotions or opinions to certain issues. I want to emphasize that verbs are words that describe actions. So there are types of verb. First is linking verbs. Linking verbs are from the word link, okay? From the word link, it connects the subject to its predicate. Okay? We have here sample linking verbs. We have am, is, was, were, appreciate, believe, feel, now, love, seem, think, deny, doubt, dislike, disagree, and want. So, yun yung power word natin sa linking verb. When we use linking verb, we are linking the subject to its verb. That predicate and subject. Subject is yun yung pinag-uusapan, yung predicate, ito yung impormasyon about sa subject. So, we link the subject to its predicate. At yung word or verb na ginamit natin to link is linking verbs. Okay, so we have here example sentences. Example sentence number 1. I am afraid that you will get sick. Besides that, we are still under ECQ. So yung linking verb na ginamit ko sa sentence na to, I am, which indicate my feeling. Am kasi yan, it's personal. So, I am afraid. Ano ba yung feeling ko? I am afraid. So, I am afraid. When I'm talking to somebody that is stating that I am afraid, I am actually convincing someone not to get sick because I am afraid that he gets sick. Yung emotion na ini-express ko dito ay afraid. So, since I am afraid, Noel should not get sick. Okay? And then number 2, example, unfortunately with this pandemic, I think you better stay home. Yung linking verb na ginamit natin, I think, which indicate what's in my mind. Okay? And since there's a fact na pandemic ngayon, I am expressing what's in my mind by using the word think, that somebody or someone I'm talking to have to stay home because it's pandemic. Okay? Now for the example sentence number 3, no, Noel, I strongly disagree. You should follow what I tell you. So the linking verb I use here is the word disagree, which indicates or state my strong stand or my strong emotion about the activity of Noel. So I am convincing Noel that he should agree with me because I disagree with him. Okay, so that's our example sentences for using linking verbs in expressing our emotion. Now let's have the next type of verb.
So Dennis.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Jonah. Now we have the modal verbs. Now, gusto ko makinig kayo mabuti mga anak ha. Bagamat ito po ay na-discuss na kanina. Again, we will discuss this para naman for clarification ha, para mas lalo nyo maintindihan. Okay, modal verbs. These are verbs that express suggestion or recommendation, which is an effective way to convince or persuade. Dalawa yun ha. To further clarify the difference of each modal, they are arranged from weakest to strongest in terms of expressing a suggestion or recommendation. Ang makikita niyo po mamaya dyan, okay, we have the examples here. Yan, kanina po, kung nakinig kayo, ay makikita niyo doon, marinig niyo doon na binanggit na po ng ating radio teacher yan kanina. At yan po ay nasa inyo ding mga modules, no? So kung babasahin lang natin, bigyan lang natin ng konting pasada para mas lalo nating maklaro, ha? Yan, nandiyan po yung mga types of modal verbs. We have the could. Could, give suggestion, may or may not follow, di ba? Could nga yun. Example na binigay sa inyo dyan. I suggest you play with your brother and sister or you could join me. Pray for your tatay's safety. Ano ibig sabihin nun? The modal could is used to give a suggestion that the person could join the speaker in praying. So yung ginagamit mo yung salitang could. It suggests you may or you may not. Okay? Now, the number two is, the number two modal verbs is should. Yan. Nakalagay dito sabi niya, it is used to give suggestion, but more insistent than the modal could. Kasi nga should eh. No? Tignan nyo ang example niya rito. Mas, oh yes, tama. Mas more powerful siya. Kaya pag sinabi sa iyo na, you should go, that means you should. talagang kailangan pumunta. Hindi ka na magtatanong, bakit? No? Sabi doon, no, Noel, I strongly disagree. You should follow what I tell you. The modal should is used to suggest that the person needs to follow what the speaker tells. Huwag ka nang magtanong. Because mayroon siyang dahilan bakit niya sinabi sa'yo na should. So ginagamit natin sa English yung salitang should kung tayo po muli ay ini-insist natin ng isang bagay at mayroon tayong gusto ipagawa sa kanya. Next, the modal verb na ought to. Tandaan niyo ito ha. Could, should, ought to. It is used formally. Given an advice or a recommendation usually coming from an expert. Huwag mo sabihin yung kapitbahay mo nagtitinda ng balot na sabihin ought to. No. Okay? Sa expert galing yan. Kaya nga example natin ito, mababasa yung mga anak ay ito. The Department of Health, DOH, recommends that people ought to stay at home so that they will not get sick. Who recommends?
DOH.
Yes, hindi yung kapitbahay mong nagtitinda ng balot. Huwag mong gagamitin sa English yun. May Mang Mando who asked me to ought to. No. Because he is not an expert sa larangan ng kung ano paman. Maliban lang kung ang pinag-usapan nyo ay balot. Okay? Now, the modal ought to is used formally suggests that staying at home, what? Is really important. Ayan. Yung dalawa na lang, ha? Modal verbs. Had, better. Yeah. It is used to give recommendation by presenting the possible negative consequences if the advice is not followed. Kung di mo. Kaya ginagamit natin salitang had better. Kasi meron siyang consequences pag hindi mo sinunod yung advice. Example dito. During the enhanced community quarantine or ACQ, you had better wear your mask in public places or the police will arrest you. Ano ibig sabihin nun? That means it is used the possibility or the negative consequence that if you were not going to wear your mask, there is a great chance that you will be caught by the police. Yun ibig sabihin nun. Mahuli ka, kaya nga sabi niya, had better, mas mainam. O yun sa Tagalog niya, mas mainam. Ha? Nasuot mo yan, kung hindi, lagot ka. O yun ang ibig sabihin sa Tagalog nun, had better, mas mainam. Parang yun yata, parang gano'n yata lumalabas doon. Then the last is must. It is used to show a strong obligation that needs to be followed. Okay, it needs to be followed. Example, the government must control the people's movement in public to stop the spread of the virus. Sinasuggest mo yun na dapat ito talaga ang pinaka-dapat gawin. You must. Kaya nga meron tayong sasabi, di ba? You must obey the law. Okay, sasabi natin. The modal must is used to express the strong obligation of the government in taking action against the spread of The virus. Mga anak ha, gagamitin yung should kung wala namang katuturan dyan, sabihin mo na hindi naman siya talaga strong obligation na ginagawa mo. So, you must ang ginagawa. Kaya lagi natin sinasabi yung must, di ba? You must, ano ba yun? Magbigay tayo ibang example pa ng must, di ba?
Attendance is a must.
Ayun, di ba? Lagi natin sinasabi yun. Learners, attendance is a must. You must brush your teeth. Hindi mo sabi, you should brush your teeth. Anak ko, Diyos ko po, bakit naman na you should brush your teeth? Dapat naman talaga nagbabrush ka ng teeth mo. I could not. I don't have teeth. Yun lang, maliban kung wala kang teeth. Hindi mo talaga kayang mag-brush ng teeth. But you must. Okay? At sa panahon natin ngayon sa pandemic, you must wear your face mask. And face shield as much as possible. Now, next. Yan na. Dahil nandito na tayo ngayon sa ating katatapos na binanggit ko sa lima sa kanyo. Now, we have activity dito. Yung mga teachers sasagot ito. Answer the given question using verb. Diba, sasagot din sila mga ma'am?
Yes,
okay, sasagot po kayo sa ating chat box. Sa comment box, sasagot po kayo. Okay? Answer the given question using verbs. Gagamit po kayo ng verbs in answering this question. What must you do to reach your dreams or ambitions in life? Again, what must you do to reach your dreams or ambitions in life? Ano yung kinakailangan mo daw gawin para ma-reach mo yung ambition mong ito? Okay? Now, tignan natin ang mga sagot natin dito sa ating chat box. What must you do? Ano ba nangyari sa aking cellphone? Naglolo ko. What must you do to reach your dreams or ambitions in life? Now, para mabigyan kayo ng gabay, yan, magtatanong tayo sa ating mga fellow teachers. Okay? Sino pa pwede sumagot sa atin dito, mga ma'am?
Okay. To give one, here is my example sentence. I think you should study hard if you want to achieve or reach your dreams.
Yes.
Okay, I'm giving suggestion or I'm telling you that you should study hard. Okay.
Another is that you should learn to manage your time wisely. Yes. Hindi yung puro laro. Okay, there's time for everything. If 7:30 to 5 is class time. So, 5 onward, sige, pwede na sigurong maglaro, di ba sir? May time naman sila for leisure. Pero hindi yung during weekdays, puro ML na lang ang inaatupag. Manage your time wisely, mga anak. Yan, to reach your dreams and ambitions in life.
Yes. Ma'am Jonah?
I must work smart.
Yes.
I must work smart daw, sabi ni Ma'am Jonah.
Yes. Kung ako tatanungin naman, ang sagot ko dyan ay, what must I do to reach my dream and ambition life? I must be positive. I must be confident and positive.
Actually, sir, may answers na dito from Azli Timoteo.
Okay.
I must study harder and never lose hope to reach my dreams or ambitions in life.
Wow.
Diba?
Jamie Milamog, I must study diligently and listen to my parents.
Wow, correct. And from Nora Rosete, I must study hard and set goal to reach my dreams.
Gagaling naman nila.
Ang gagaling naman lang sumagot.
Set ka talaga ng goals.
Oo. So, lahat yan. Very, very good. Si Jerson Marina, I could choose my dream in life. Venice, Roxanne Riola, I must do hard work, finish my study, and think positive. James Aquino, I should spend most of my time learning new things. Sarika Lankita, I need to be confident and positive. Focus forward and visualize my dream. Kita niyo mga teachers, ang gagaling sumagot ng mga grade 8 natin ngayon. At talagang parang sila pa mas matanda sa atin. Sige nga. Talaga ang galing talaga nila, hindi dahil, dito bola ha, kasi totoo naman nakikita namin ng mga sagot ninyo. Talagang may ginagawa kayong pagbabago no, mula grade 7 hanggang grade 8 ngayon. Yes. Nakikita namin you are talagang masasabi natin na nag-grow kayo.
Yes.
Nag-grow po kayo sa knowledge. Thank you very much mga anak.
May progression.
Thank you.
Ang ganda ng mga sagot.
Yes. So sana lang po ha, hindi lang diyan magtapos Di ba, ma'am? Hindi
Yes.
lang dyan magtapos sa salita. Kailangan yung
Meron
verb.
sa gawa.
Tandaan yung pinag-aralan natin, ha?
Action.
Verbs. Action yan. Kaya dapat, yun.
Kailangan.
Pag sinabi nyo gusto nyo, gawin nyo.
Yes.
Kasi,
Hindi lang salita.
wala naman, yung dream kasi, ma'am, pag pinag-aralan mo yung salitang dream, yun ay static yun eh. Nakakuha lang siya. Di ba? Hindi mo marireach yung dream mo.
ginagawa ng paraan
Yes.
or ng action to reach that.
Yes. So mga anak, thank you very much. Sana po lahat po ng mga sinabi niyo mga anak ay magkaroon talaga ng action.
Yes naman. Action
Diba?
talaga.
Action
Action
speaks louder than words, di ba?
Yes.
Oo. So mga anak, sana muli sasabi namin bilang mga teachers nyo, umahanga kami sa inyo. At sana po, no, magpatuloy kayo sa pag-aaral. Hindi lamang niyo sinabi gusto niyo mag-aral ay mas study word, ay mas study hard. Dapat talaga patuloy lamang kayo
mag-aral.
Okay. Thank you. Yan. So, natapos na po tayo sa
Adjectives.
Yay!
Okay, so adjectives describe or modify nouns and pronouns. In Filipino, ito yung tinatawag nating pang-uri na naglalarawan sa pangalan or nouns and pronouns. Like for example, maganda. In English, beautiful. So that's one adjective. Just like Ma'am Leslie, she's beautiful. Diba? Do you agree, Sir Dennis?
Yes, ma'am.
Oo naman. Okay. And adjectives...
Nasa harap tayo ng bawal magsinungaling.
O sige, handsome na din si Sir Dennis. Okay. Sige, bigyan natin ng bonus. Okay, adjectives also help express the tone, feelings, and emotions of words by highlighting the point. Ayan, gumagamit din tayo ng adjectives to tell us kung ano yung mga nararamdaman natin, our emotions and our feelings. Okay? A person's feelings can sometimes be observed. And for example niyan, the way a person smiles can reveal something about how they are feeling, such as they are sad, mad, happy, or ecstatic. So, depende. So, kailangan nating i-describe ano ba talaga yung nakikita natin. Nakangiti nga siya, pero yung mata niya nakikita mo parang nangingilid yung luha niya.
Ay, ma'am, may tinatawag tayo
Iniwan siya, pero nakangiti siya, pero sige, nangingilid na pala yung luha niya. So, sad yun. Diba?
Sasabihin niya, anong nangyari sa'yo? Hindi, tears of joy.
Oo, sabi ko, anong nangyari sa'yo? Nakangiti siya. Tapos, hindi, okay lang ako, nag-win lang ako, pero sad pala siya talaga. So, di ba, we need to use adjectives to properly describe the emotions that we see or that we are feeling. Okay, so there are adjectives that show positive and negative emotions.
Yes.
So, under positive emotions, ito yung pwede natin gamitin, mga anak. Listen ha, we can use happy, glad, inspired, delighted, secured, encouraging, hopeful, thankful, important, objective, helpful, safe, active, better, satisfied, excited, strong, amused, supportive, carefree, and better. Okay, so those are under positive kapag nagsasabi tayo ng positive emotions. Pag negative emotions naman, we can use the words such as sad, discouraged, afraid, insulting, embarrassed, regretful, insignificant, resentful, unsupportive, desperate, unsure, helpless, dangerous, dissatisfied, scared, harsh, boring, weak, discouraging, anxious, and worst. Okay, so let's look at this example. Adjective for positive emotion. We use, okay, here, the joyful boy walked home after class. Okay, so the adjective that we use there is joyful. What are the other words for joyful? We can say happy. Oo, we can say happy. The joyful boy or the happy boy walked home after class. Okay, so in this sentence, the word joyful describes the positive feeling of the boy. Okay, the next one, for negative, the broken-hearted boy walked home after class. Broken-hearted. Negative emotion yun, syempre, di ba? Happy ba ang broken-hearted, Sir Dennis?
Balas sa buhay nila.
Oo. Siyempre, the broken-hearted here
Move on
emphasizes the
siya
negative
pag ganun.
emotion of the boy.
Yes.
Okay. Pwedeng, the broken-hearted boy walked home after class na nakayuko siya. Yun yung nakita niya. Kaya, broken-hearted. Okay. So, let's have here the Filmoji.
Wow, maganda to.
Oo.
Feel mo ko.
Feel mo ko? Filmoji. Okay, so we have here different adjectives such as sad, happy, and inspired. You have to choose one adjective to describe this picture. Okay, here's our first picture. Here, you can see a man who is very happy about his achievement. Then there are people who are laughing at him. Oo, ayan. What can you say or what emotions do you feel in this picture, Sir Dennis?
Well, dun sa image na isa, dun sa lalaki na yung
Nasa taas, sir. Okay.
I feel happy for the person who finally reached his goal. Although I also feel sad that people laugh at him and mock him for reaching his goal. Normal yan eh. May ganun talagang tao.
Okay, so you use the words happy and sad. Those
Sad.
are the adjectives that you use, sir. So, in the word happy there describes the positive feeling for the person who reaches goal. Oo naman, syempre happy tayo kapag may nakita tayong successful na
Yes.
tao. Although, sabi mo kanina, sir, you are also sad kasi nga may mga taong tinatawanan siya. Oo. Okay? Let's, wait for happy daw. Okay, happy.
Ariane Faye Ramos Carnate, happy. Bettina Rivera, happy. Vicente is observing. Roxanne Viola, inspired ka. Inspired, okay. Sino pa to? Ashley Timoteo, happy. Nora Rosete and Gerson, happy. Puro happy ang kanilang mga nasa. Yes,
okay.
very good.
Yes, and dear learners, the road to success is not easy.
Yes, totoo
Oo,
yan.
di ba, Sir Dennis? There
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
people who will judge you when you succeed in your
Yes.
life. Lagi naman ganyan, may mga bashers talaga din. Diba? Hindi lang artista ang may bashers.
Tsaka Ma'am Candy,
They only
napansin ko
see-
sa picture,
Yes, Ma'am
yung
Donna.
yung feet ng naka-reach ng goal niya, may blood.
Oo.
So, sa first step pa lang niya, ng pag-reach niya ng goal, natusok na yung paa niya. Nagkaroon na ng blood. So, it's not really easy
It's not
to reach
easy
your
talaga,
goal.
ma'am. At saka, yun nga yung mga tumatawa sa kanya, they only see the outcome of the success, but they did not see the hard work, yung mga pinagdaanan niyang challenges to reach that success.
Yes.
Hindi nila nakita yon. Kaya ang dali lang para sa kanila to mock that person without even realizing na beyond that success, meron siyang mga pinagdaanan na mga problema.
Isang madugong paglalakbay.
Yes, so dear learners, even if there are lots of people who will judge you and
Yes.
look down on you, you must stand and fight to achieve the success you hope for.
Amen.
Yan, marami kayong pagdadaanan. Parang kanina yung sabi natin, what must you do to achieve your goals? Marami kayong pagdadaanan, but do not give up.
Yes.
Okay? Alright, let's have the next picture. Okay. Here, in this picture, we can see a man offering an umbrella to a homeless man. So, how do you feel about this picture, Ma'am Leslie?
I am inspired and happy to see that an act of kindness is shared with the old man, ma'am. Tingnan mo naman, siya, inspired siya.
Okay, inspired din daw yung mga estudyante natin. Yes.
Sad, sabi ni Sweet Self Faith Arenza.
Okay, why sad?
Inspired,
Sweet
sabi
Self?
naman ni Bettina Rivera.
Probably sad
Siguro
kasi...
dun sa part na
Dun sa part nung old man.
yung homeless siguro.
Oo,
nakirelate siya sa feeling ng in need.
Yeah.
Yes, oo. Yung
Nakirelate siya
sympathy.
doon sa feeling.
Yes.
Tama yun.
Okay. As what Ma'am Leslie said, I am inspired, sabi niya, inspired and happy. Those are adjectives that you use. So, dear learners, any simple gesture can improve someone's day. So, let's be friendly and thoughtful because this can make a big difference, especially in this time of pandemic. Diba, sir?
Yes,
Lending a hand. Okay. And now, let's have the third picture, the last. Ayan. In the last picture, we can see a boy working hard at an early age while the other one is playing. Or, ano bang interpretation niyo dyan, Ma'am Jonah?
For me, there are two interpretation, positive and negative.
Yes.
For the positive side, yung bata mayroon siyang mas malaking truck. So siguro yung isang bata na mas maliit yung truck niya, naiinggit siya sa bata may hila-hilang mas malaking truck.
Jealous.
Yeah, but in a negative response, if we see this picture clearly, we see a boy who is struggling and working hard to live, while the other child who is enjoying his childhood and playing.
Yes.
So it's either I feel inspired or I feel sad. I feel sad that the child is working hard to live. To find something to live, and I feel inspired if the guy who's hinihila yung mas malaking truck niya ay laruan niya.
Oo.
Kung laruan niya yon, inspired. Wow, gusto ko yon. Pero kung trabaho yun, napapahirap sa kanya.
Laki ng laruan niya. Kaya siguro sabi ni Ma'am Jonah kanina, naiinggit yung maliit. Yung hila-hila niya kasi maliit. Yung sa kanya, bakit kaya sa kanya ang laki nung hila niya?
Sige, ikaw na sa'yo.
Oo. Hindi niya alam. Baka nag-work nga naman. Yes, diba? So you feel sad and inspired. Oo. Yes.
Okay.
So, and as declared under
interpretation, no? Hindi lang iisa yung meaning ng isang picture.
Pero dito clearly ang ano nito is talagang nag-work yung bata. Okay? As declared under the Presidential Decree number 603 or the Child and Youth Welfare Code, every child has the right to play and enjoy their youth. Children have the right to engage in wholesome recreational activities whenever they wish, and not to be exploited for events that are deemed only for adults to do. Example, intensive manual labor. Yan, yung tatrabaho. Parang yung nakikita natin kanina. Yung dapat na-enjoy niya yung childhood niya, pero dahil sa kahirapan, kailangan niya mag-work. So, you feel sad with this picture. Inspired na din. Oo. Alright?
So, there you are. So, you have learned about adjectives, okay? That express or help to express emotions. However, there are also other describing words such as adverbs, okay? This time, recall what you've previously known about them. So, what are adverbs? So, adverbs are words that describe or modify verbs, adjective, and another adverb. Remember, don't be confused. Adjective describes noun and pronoun, while adverb, it describes or modify verb, adjective, and another adverb. Okay? There are types of adverbs. These are manner, time, place, degree, and frequency. So, however, in this lesson, we will focus or you will focus more on adverbs that help you express your thoughts and emotions convincingly about an issue. They are called adverbs of opinion. So, these are the adverbs of opinion na makikita din sa modules nyo. Okay? This type of adverbs emphasizes or this type of adverbs emphasize the intensity of your stand or opinion. They help clarify your belief about a certain issue. Okay? So, makikita nyo dyan, there are adverbs and then their meaning. Okay? So, let me give you one example sentence. This one is, I strongly agree that frontliners are our modern heroes. So I use the adverb strongly to modify or describe the verb agree. Okay? So another one, the movie is really awesome. So I'm giving my opinion. So the word really is an adverb and it modifies or describes the another adverb, adjective awesome. I hope you get it. Okay? So for your activity in this part, completing the dialogue. So all you have to do is to complete the dialogue by choosing the appropriate or correct adverb from the given choices. Okay? So, Sir Dennis?
Okay.
So let's read.
Let's read. Nene, how are you feeling right now?
I'm very bored, Kuya. I blank. Really? Probably want to go outside.
We are not allowed to go out yet, Nene. How about if we try to maximize our time by cleaning our rooms, exercising, or reading some books?
Okay, so let's... Meron pa ba?
Okay. You are right, Kuya. We could also start gardening or do some crafts.
Blank. Absolutely. Actually. Nene, let us just be glad to stay at home since this will protect us from getting and spreading the virus.
I agree with you, Kuya. Blank, hopefully, unfortunately, this pandemic will end. But for now, let us just make the most of our time. So,
okay, may sumagot na po si Kate Mamuad Magaway. Sa una natin ito, ang sagot niya ay really. Okay.
So, the correct answer is?
Really.
Really.
Tapos,
Number
si
2.
Venice Roxanne Viola naman, absolutely. Sa pangalawa ito siguro. Yan. Pangalawa ito siguro, absolutely.
Yes.
Niya. Tama ba?
Yes po.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Next ay sumagot ay, saan ka?
How about in number 3?
How about number 3? Is it hopefully or unfortunately?
Okay, si Vienna Roxanne Viola, sagot niya is hopefully.
Okay.
That's correct.
That's correct. Ang galing na pala nila mag-identify ng adverbs. So,
thank you very much. Now, Ma'am Jonah.
Okay, so after reading and completing...
4 minutes, Ma'am Jonah. 4 minutes.
Huh?
4 minutes. Still have 4 minutes.
Okay, 4 minutes. So, I want to receive a response using verb, adjectives, and adverbs upon seeing this formula. Kuya Dennis, would you like to give an example of response?
Yes. Okay. The formula is absolutely confusing. Really.
Okay. Absolutely confusing. So, somehow it is absolutely confusing, maybe because we haven't yet encountered this formula, but this formula talks about velocity. Velocity, or in other words, is the speed of an object, and the denominator there and the numerator there talks about the displacement, and the denominator is the change of time. So, for example, the car, when we get the velocity of a car from Aurora, for example, he traveled from Aurora to Rojas. So, yung displacement niya ay 20 kilometer. For example, 20 kilometer, Aurora to Rojas is 20 kilometer. So, that's the displacement. And the time that the car, kung gaano katagal niya tinakbo yung 20 kilometer ay, for example, 20 minutes. So we have a displacement which is 20 and a change of time which is 20. So if you're going to divide that, we have a velocity 1 kilometer per minute. Okay, so bawat sa isang minuto tinatakbo ng kotse ay 1 kilometer. So that's velocity. Okay, somehow it's at first the formula, it's kind of like, oh, is that hard? But in reality, we're just getting a velocity and getting how far or how many minutes or seconds does a moving car moves. Okay, so let's move on to another one.
Okay, Ma'am Jonah?
So, I think hindi narinig yung kwento. Pero I will be, to summarize, I'll just give you a summarization of the story. Yung king kasi, naglagay siya ng malaking bato sa gitna ng daan. At yung mga rich people na niya ay linilisihan lang yung bato, so hindi nila inaalis sa daan. Pero may isang matandang lalaki na mayroong dala-dalang mabibigat na vegetables. Ang binaba niya yung burden, yung buhat-buhat niya, siya mismo yung nag-alis ng bato sa daan. So yung lesson doon, that when we're facing struggles or when we're facing trials, we should face it and try our best to remove or overcome our trials in life. And that yung pinakagusto kong part doon sa story, na kahit na yung matandang lalaki ay nahihirapan siya, may mga dala-dala siya. So parang common na sa atin na kapag may dala-dala tayo, naisipin yung sarili natin at i-pass through na lang yung bato. Pero siya, binaba niya yung kanyang dalang-dalang mabigat at ginawa niya yung best niya na i-remove yung bato sa daan. At in the end, yung doon pala sa bato, mayroon isang bag ng gold na sinabi doon with the note of the king na kung sino man ang magre-remove ng bato na yon, sa kanya yung bag of golds na yon. So the man received his reward or his hard work. So yung evaluation question natin, mga anak, how does understanding the use of verbs, adjectives, and adverbs help you express your emotion exactly? Okay. Paano ba nakakatulong yung kaalaman natin patungkol sa tamang gamit ng verb, adjectives, and adverbs sa pag-express ng emotion natin? So, we want to hear your answer from PM na lang sa mga teachers natin. yung sagot natin sa questions na ito.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
isend na
thank
lang
you.
po. Okay, so we just finished the last learning module for our first quarter. And again, dear learners, if you are struggling to understand some concepts in our lesson for quarter 1, please contact your subject teachers. Again, on behalf of my fellow grade 8 English teachers, Ma'am Leslie, Sir Dennis, and Ma'am Jonah, and our technical specialist, Sir Joshua, I would like to leave you a quote from Sigmund Freud. Unexpressed emotions will never die. They are buried alive and will come forth later in uglier ways. Yup, so please express your emotions, our dearest students, and apply what you have learned today in your daily conversations. Till then, stay safe always. Goodbye!
Bye-bye!
Today's Learning for You Normal with capable teachers whose heart and soul are divine. Delivered knowledge inside your home through 106.3 Dance Radio. Fully dedicated to serve the public in tribute to education, reproduce of radio-based instruction. We are pleased to deliver the utmost aim of education. Only here on 106.3 TWTR-FM.
Buksan mo ang iyong radyo. Lahat kami ay narito, tapat sa aming serbisyo. Walang problemang di malalampasan. Magliliwanag ang ating kinabukasan. Dance Radio, silid aralan sa radyo. Hatid namin makabagong paraan ng pagtuturo. Kahit saan at kahit kailan, hindi ka iiwanan. Hatid namin bagong kaalaman. Edukasyo'y susulong, basta't magtulong-tulong. Sulong edukalidad. Dance Radio, learning is the name.